Our group is teaching you about tornadoes. What is a tornado? A tornado is a really violent storm that moves over land. It has really strong winds than any other kind of storm. The winds under the cloud or a developing cloud and become a whirling column of air in the shape of a funnel. Tornadoes are sometimes called whirlwinds or twisters. Because of the spinning nature of the storm, they are one of several spiral-shaped windstorms that meteorologists call cyclones. Hurricanes and typhoons, which form overseas, are cyclones too. Cyclones spin in a counterclockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and a clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere.
Where do tornadoes happen? In the book, Do Tornadoes Really Twist?, the author Melvin and Gilda Berger told me that the middle of Oklahoma is the most tornado-stricken place in the world. The most tornadoes pass through Tornado Alley than any other place in the world. Tornado Alley includes parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Arkansas, Iowa, Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi.
The category of tornadoes is an F5 reaching 65 to 85 miles per hour, and category EF1 reaches 86 to 110 miles per hour. EF2 it reaches 111 to 135 miles per hour. EF3 equals to 136 to 165 miles per hour. EF4 equals to 166 to 200 miles per hour, and EF5 equals to 200 miles per hour.
If you're a storm chaser, you take the risk of being killed. Becky Gold says that tornadoes can be very dangerous. Becky Gold says storm chasers drive through storms. Becky Gold says becoming a storm chaser is a really hard job. Storm chasers warn people to get to safety. Storm chasers have to train, and they usually work in groups.
Some people have underground shelters buried outside their home. Most people have these that live in the tornado alley. Some emergency supplies you need are food, drinks, flashlights, first aid kit. The best place to hide from a tornado is a basement. Always stay away from windows as glass can fall on you. Always have a plan to escape the tornado and never touch metal. If you don't have a shelter or a basement, go into a bathtub.
A Fujita scale estimates a tornado's wind speed by the damage it caused to man-made structures. Meteorologist Ted Fujita developed it in 1971. An enhanced F-scale, EF scale, is now used. The enhanced F-scale is based on engineering guidelines for 28 different types of structures, including barns, mobile homes, brick buildings, shopping malls, and transmission towers. Surveyors assess the damage in relation to wind measurements taken in the area of the tornadoes is then given an EF rating based on the data. Fishing lakes are lifted up by the high-pressure winds.
How do tornadoes form? In the book, The Scholastic Book of Weather, the author Donna Vectris told me that tornadoes form when the air near the ground is warm and humid and the air above it is cold and dry. When those airs meet, the warm air shoots up. This is what makes a thundercloud. When the wind in the cloud starts blowing really fast, the air inside the cloud starts spinning. This spinning can make a funnel cloud. When a funnel cloud touches the ground, it is called a tornado.
A tornado has different parts. The start of a tornado includes cold, dry air, warm, dry air, and warm, wet air. The bottom includes updraft. The middle includes vortex, downdrafts. And the top includes high clouds that form and supercell.
The Great Tri-State Tornado. The worst tornado, the Great Tri-State Tornado, TGTT, happened March 18, 1925. It went through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, and about 700 people were killed. No one had any warnings that the TGTT was coming. The Super Outbreak. The Super Outbreak 44 tornadoes. It happened on April 4th, 1974. At least 6 tornadoes in that bunch reached or went over 261 miles per hour. About 300 people died. Gerald, Texas. The tornado happened in Gerald, Texas on May 27, 1997. 8 twisters started and Tornado Gerald reached F5 at wind speed of about 260 miles per hour. About 27 people died in 10 minutes. Andover, Kansas. This was the most famous tornado ever. It happened on April 26, 1991. It was F5 with wind speeds of about 261 to 318 miles per hour. 2006 outbreak. About 66 tornadoes broke out on April 6, 2006. 6 of these were F3 on the Fujita scale. In 7 hours, 27 people died. The first tornado of that outbreak hit Iowa. It also hit Arkansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Oklahoma outbreak 1999. In 78 tornadoes broke out on May 3rd to 5th, 1999. About 48 people had died. Even shelters were destroyed and people blown away. May 22nd, 2004. This Nebraska outbreak happened May 22nd, 2004. More than 20 tornadoes broke out in Hallam, Nebraska, but only 1 person died. Every building was destroyed. May 7th, 1840. This powerful tornado happened May 7th, 1840. It killed 317 people. It hit the Mississippi River and reached F5. It hit Natchez, Mississippi. May 27th, 1896. About 255 people died in St. Louis, Missouri, May 27th, 1896. It was a Category F4. April 6, 1936. 2 tornadoes broke out and killed 200 people. It reached an F4 in Gainesville, Georgia. April 9th, 1947. This awful tornado killed 180 people in Woodward, Oklahoma. It damaged 100 city blocks at an F5. May 9th, 1953. More than 114 people died in Waco, Texas. It reached an F5 and 1,000 buildings were destroyed. June 9th, 1953. This tornado killed 94 people in Massachusetts and reached an F4.
We hope you learned a lot